So, if you've been following mortgage news at all lately, you've probably seen that there's some buzz around some changes that are being made to credit score, and I want to break that down just into the most simplest terms of what you might understand, because there's a lot of industry jargon that's thrown around, and you might hear about FICO and Vantage Score and all of this all of this stuff that there's all this buzz around, and it's supposedly a great thing for customers. So basically different there are different ways of scoring credit, right? So there's FICO, there's Vantage Score. Anybody who's ever looked at Credit Karma and then gone and applied for a car loan or a mortgage loan probably has noticed that the score that is listed on Credit Karma is different than what is pulled by your mortgage lender or the car dealership. You might wonder, like, why? Well, why? I get asked all the time, well, why is my credit score so different than what my Chase app says it is, or my Credit Karma says that I'm a 770, but you're showing me a report that you just pulled that has me at a 680. So the reason is there's different when these credit scoring models, they put a certain weight, a certain percentage of your score is based on different factors. So that might be payment history, it might be the length of time that accounts have been established, it might be your current balances relative to your credit limits, it might be the amount of installment debt that you have. So basically, what is happening is previous to very recently, only one very specific type of scoring model was allowed in order to get a mortgage. And now what is happening is they are allowing another type of scoring model. So there's basically different ways to calculate credit score that are now being allowed to be used to qualify for a loan. Where that helps a lot of people as customers is the new scoring model that is now being allowed is something called Vantage Score. That is the same type of scoring model that Credit Karma uses, and it does not weight certain things like what I was just saying 30 seconds ago. There are certain things that are less heavily weighted on Vantage Score. So the net result is that a lot of people who have thinner credit files, um, maybe shorter credit histories, first time home buyers, they are going to have a higher Vantage Score than they do FICO score. It's something that we see all the time. It's over the last 10 years, I've had this conversation probably 5,000 times, explaining to people why your Credit Karma is higher than the mortgage score that I'm pulling up. So now you're basically able to qualify using that Vantage Score, which is going to have a higher net result. It's going to allow more people who maybe they have a 650 FICO, but their Vantage Score is 740. You know what I mean? That's going to open more doors. It's going to allow more people to meet minimum guidelines for loan requirements,